In the last lecture, we have finished writing our protocol buffer messages and generate Go code from them. Now we're gonna do the same for Java. First, we will install Java Development Kit, install IntelliJ IDEA, then we will create a new Gradle project, set up some plugins and configure them to automatically generate Java code. We will also learn how to use options to customize the generated codes. Okay, let's start. First, open the terminal and run javac to check if Java runtime is available or not. If it's not there, you will be asked to install a JDK or Java Development Kit. We will need at least Java 8 in order to use all features of gRPC. So let's click More Info to open Java Oracle website. The latest version is JDK 13, which is more than enough for us. We must accept the license agreement, then choose the correct package for our OS. I'm using macOS, so I will download this DMG file. Once the download is completed, open the file to start installation. Alright, now let's run javac to make sure that it's working. Cool. Next step is installing IntelliJ IDEA. Search for IntelliJ IDEA Java in your browser. Open this JetBrains website and click download. We will use the free community version. The installation is very straightforward. Just open the DMG file and drag IntelliJ IDEA to the Applications folder. When we open the app, macOS will ask for confirmation because this app is downloaded from the internet, not from the App Store. We just go ahead and click Open. No need to import settings. We must accept the terms of the JetBrains privacy policy. Click Continue and we are all set. Let's create a new project. We will use Gradle because Google has an official Gradle plugin for Protobuf. For the project SDK, make sure that the correct Java version is selected. Then click Next. Fill in the group ID. I'm going to use com.gitlab.techschool. The artifact ID will be PCBook. Check the project name and its location to be exactly what you want. Then click Finish. It might take a few seconds for IntelliJ IDEA to set up the project. Okay, the project is ready. Now we will open the build.gradle file to set up some plugins. The first one is Protobuf Gradle plugins from Google. Open the browser and search for Protobuf Java Gradle. This is the one we are looking for. Now scroll down a bit. Copy this block and paste it into our build.gradle file. Next, we need to add a dependency, Protobuf Java, to our project. Let's get back to our browser and look for Maven Protobuf Java. This will bring us to the Maven repository. As you can see, we are inside the Protobuf Java artifact of com.google.protobuf package. The latest released version is 3.10.0, so let's select it. Click on the Gradle tab and copy this setting. Then paste it into the dependencies block of our build.gradle file. We will need a package to work with gRPC as well. So let's go back to the Maven repository and search for gRPC all. Select the latest version. For me, it's 1.25.0. Similar to before, open the Gradle tab and copy the setting. then paste it into the dependencies block. IntelliJ IDEA will automatically detect and configure it for us. Now we will set up Protobuf compiler. By default, the Protobuf Gradle plugin will search for Proto-C executable in the system. We already installed it in previous lecture with Homebrew. However, if you come here directly for Java, I will show you another way to get the precompiled Proto-C. First, go to the Maven repository and look for Proto-C. The latest version is 3.10.1, but we don't add it to the dependencies block as before. Instead, we will configure it in a separate block. Let's go back to the Protobuf Gradle plugin GitHub page and copy this setting block. Paste it in our build.gradle file. Replace the version with the latest one, 3.10.1, and IntelliJ will take care of the rest. Now, a very important thing that we should do is to tell Proto-C to use a gRPC plugin when generating Java code. We can do that by getting back to the GitHub page of the Protobuf Gradle plugin and look for this plugins block. There's an artifact for Proto-C Gen gRPC Java, so let's search for its latest version on Maven repository. It's 1.25.0. Alright, now we copy this block and paste it here. Change the version to 1.25.0. Let's clean up the code a little bit. Then we should add this generate proto task settings to guide Proto-C to use our gRPC plugin. I know it looks complicated and there are too many steps, but believe me, it will help us speed up a lot in the development phase. There's one more thing left before we're good to go. That's to tell IntelliJ IDEA where our generated code will be located. That way, it can easily and correctly do code analysis and code suggestion for us later. To do that, we use a source set block. And inside this block, we specify two source directories, one for gRPC and the other for normal Protobuf messages. Okay, now we are really good to go. Let's create a new proto folder inside source main. Then copy all the proto files that we have written in previous lectures to this folder. We can see the files here, but there's no colors in the codes yet. IntelliJ IDEA is asking to install plugins for that. So let's go ahead and click install. We have to restart IntelliJ IDEA for the plugins to take effect. Still no colors because it's indexing. This will take a while. Yay, the colors are back. I love it. Now comes the interesting part. Once we click this build icon, IntelliJ IDEA will start some background task to generate codes for us. As you can see in this build output logs, there are quite a number of tasks. When they finished, we can find the generated codes in build, generated, source, proto, main, Java. The gRPC folder is empty now because we haven't written any RPC yet. In the Java folder, there are 6 Java files, one for each of the messages. There are a lot of codes in one single file, and the generated package name is the same as the Protobuf package, textschool.pcbook. We can easily change this package name similar to what we did for Go by setting the option Java package. I'm gonna use com.gitlab.textschool.pcbook.pb. We can also tell Proto-C to split the code into smaller files instead of putting them inside one single big file. It's pretty simple. Just set the Java multiple files option to true. Let's copy and paste these new options to all of our proto files. Now I'm going to delete the old generated code. Then rebuild the project. Cool, there are many Java files now, and the package name is changed to what we want. One last thing before we finish. I will copy all of our modified proto files back to the Go project, since we always want our proto files in all components of the system to be synchronized. And that's it. We're done. In the next lecture, we will start writing code in Go and Java to serialize Protobuf messages. Thank you for watching and see you then.